Hey everyone, this is Mrs. Grostefan, instructional coach, and I wanted to share something with you today. What I am going to do is I'm actually going to go up and obviously I'm on the internet and I've got my Chrome browser open, and I'm going to go up here and type Kami extension. And I want the one from the Google Chrome store, which we could also just go to the Chrome web store, but I'm going to let that load. And so I'm going to add this to Chrome. So I'm going to click add to Chrome. It's going to ask me lots of questions. I'm going to trust it and just add that extension. It says it's downloading, but in just a second, voila, we have the K up here. Now, I know some of you might think, well, I already have Kami, but there is a difference between the extension that lives up here in the Chrome browser versus the app that you might see on your desktop. And I can show you in just a second where that is. So now it's telling me that it's been added and we can use it. So I can remove that notification. Now, if I go to a Schoology page and then I go to my courses and I go to a class, lots of going places these days, you'll notice over here on upcoming, I have an assignment that's called Mark on a PDF. So I'm going to click on that and see what this is all about. So if you have this option now, hopefully you do, we're going to open the assignment with Kami. So this is a PDF reader and annotator. You can write on it and do all kinds of things. And so let me just get rid of my picture now. It's taking up a lot of space here. So you'll notice that, let me scroll up for you. Give me a second here. So here's this document that perhaps a teacher gave me, and I'm supposed to do some reading and learning and thinking, and I keep going, and then I'm ready to start answering some questions. So because this isn't, a Word or a Google Doc that I can just write on, I know some of you are already familiar with Kami, so this just will be really quick. There are some interesting things you can do. We are probably on a free trial right now, but like if I click on, actually I need to get out of text box. Let me go to dictionary. So if I click on explanation, then I get an explanation of explanation. And if I click on conflict, then I get a definition of conflict. So that's helpful if you're reading and you don't know something. There's all kinds of tools. If you want to highlight, we're going to go to markup, and you can see we have different color choices. And so if I actually want to say, ooh, I need to remember this part right here, then it marks it up. There's all sorts of things. But text box is going to be something you use a lot. And you'll notice this is 18 in blue. I actually set that a minute ago. Yours might be automatically 14, but that's really small. And I would hate for you to use a color that doesn't show up well in the document. So I went with something different than the black ink basically we see here. So I went with that blue at 18. I've got text box. Wherever I'm supposed to put an answer, I'm just clicking. And the box is tiny, and I thought you would have to resize it, but you don't. So answers, answers, answers. We can do all kinds of great stuff there. If you need to, let me scroll down a little bit. If you're working in math and you need to show some equations, you can insert all these great symbols. Let's try one. I don't even know what these things mean. And I'm trying to, okay, that took me just a minute. That box was really small, so you couldn't even see these, but I went over here. In fact, let's make it even bigger. Let's go 36. Let's pick the green. Then I'm going to go in here, and then if I start picking these symbols, it lets me start to add some math ones. So I don't know if you'll be needing those or not. But if we go to drawing, then with our touch screen, I believe we're just going to be able to write. So it looks like you have these different widths. And again, we have these different colors. So I'm going to type hi. And notice I can't even go off the page there. So if you were able to write your answer, obviously you would want to pick a smaller width or stroke thickness on that. You can insert shapes, and I know a lot of you guys probably know this, but just in case this is your first time at Kami, you know, we'll take a look. Let me do a circle, and now we've got a circle, and I bet I could even change the color. So let me do a new one in a different color. Oh, cute. Okay. So all sorts of things, and then you have all this. But here's why we are enjoying Kami right now. So when you're done with your work, you can go to turn in, and we see the name of this document. We're going to turn it in. And I know this might seem like we're done, but we're not. It's going to now start speaking to Schoology. And we're going to give it just a moment. Going to take a look at, hey, it's doing all sorts of things for us. So remember that name of that a minute ago was like Huckleberry Finn. And I'm going to go ahead and hit submit and let it do its thing. Now it says assignment submitted. So if I actually click on this to see, well, what does that look like? Was that the right thing? I don't know. Someone tell me. We're just going to wait. I think the internet's pretty good tonight where I'm making this video. There's always some sort of delay. So I had to load that whole document. That was a 22-page document, by the way. So here's where I did some of that stuff a minute ago. Everything looks good. If for whatever reason it's not quite right, you can resubmit. I'm going to close this. And so you can, if you need to fix anything, you can resubmit it, and that's fine. And then your teacher should be able to see that and grade that. So I hope this works for you.